Hey everybody, Robbie here. So today we're going to be looking at the next step on the KetoFlex 12-3 diet, and it is just say no. It's the no foods. So the first thing that you want to do is to eliminate the no foods. And to be honest with you, I don't even like that word no. One of the things that I really try to do as a coach is to help my clients not to fear food, right? Yes, a keto diet can get strict, especially in the beginning, but then we have more food freedom once you get metabolically flexible that we talked about in the last video. So let's take a look at the new no foods. And again, I'm going to share my screen. This is just part of the slides that I use in my group coaching. We go more in depth. It's an hour-long class every week for 3 months. So, but I'm giving you a little taste. So let me share my screen. You don't want to see my emails. And hold on a second. Technology. I'll tell you what. Okay, let me move this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to share this with you. All right, just say no foods. Sounds easy enough, right? Just say no. But when you learn what these foods are, you'll be going, what? What do I eat? And remember, this is a huge change for a lot of people, especially if you've been eating this SAD diet, the standard American diet. But this is a lifestyle. And so it's something, remember, the Bredesen Protocol is not something that you're going to be doing. It's not really a diet. It's more of a lifestyle. So it's not something you're going to do for a little bit like you do on a regular diet to lose weight. We are trying to reverse or prevent cognitive decline, to prevent Alzheimer's. So this is something that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So you have a lot of time. And it's a lifestyle. So it will ebb and it will flow, and things will happen and you'll fall off the wagon sometimes, but then you get back on, and depending also on where you're at. If you're doing this for prevention, then you don't have to be as strict, say, as somebody who has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So there's a lot of wiggle room in this. And this is why having a coach is so important, to help you know how to navigate all this. So just say no foods, right? So we start by eliminating the inflammatory foods that Dr. Bredesen calls the no foods. And that's the key to remember, right? Inflammatory. These are all foods that have been known to cause inflammation in most people. So, and inflammation is one of the main drivers of Alzheimer's. So the no foods are sugar, simple carbohydrates. So those are things like bread, crackers, cookies, right? Even those things that say they're keto. In fact, I tell my clients, if you see keto on the package, you want to run, because it's usually not good. You have to learn to be a really, really good reader of ingredients and to know your stuff. Grains, dairy. So a warning, right? If you continue to splurge on these foods in this category and then you start adding in all the higher amounts of dietary fats, even if they're the healthy fats, which you should do, right? You could create a dangerous inflammation, right? And really impede your healing. It's like throwing gas on a fire, just more inflammation. So don't try to rush this. I know that everybody is anxious to start getting into ketosis, but really you have to get rid of these no foods first. And you also have to make sure that your glucose is leveling out. So we want to see your glucose at a certain range for at least a couple weeks. So don't try to cut any corners with this. So sugar. I've been posting these on our Facebook group. You've probably seen them. So if you want to go look over that, I have this on our Facebook group. But when you switch to a whole food diet, it's not that hard to eliminate sugar, right? But when you eat processed food, it's hidden. It's in everything. It's in everything. So that's why we tell you to eat a whole foods diet. Like if your great grandmother didn't know what it was, right? Then you don't want to eat it. Like you just want to eat whole foods. A carrot is a whole food, right? An avocado is a whole food. Okay. So you want to look, if you're going to eat those packaged foods, you want to look what's in it. Look for things like high fructose corn syrup, brown rice syrup, barley malt, dextrose, sucrose, fructose. You get the idea. Maltodextrin. I mean, it's unlimited, and they are good at marketing, and they're good at trying to fool you. So you get the idea, right? Stick to the whole foods. Simple carbohydrates. This is a tough one. This includes all processed foods. If it comes in a bag or a can or something, it's processed. So, whole foods. So things like candy, cookies, muffins, even, keto things again, or grain, if it says gluten-free, still it's going to be processed. Crackers, pasta, white potatoes, and that includes fries and chips, right? Soft drinks, both regular and diet, and sugary fruits and fruit juices. And then we have our grains. Grains create some level of inflammation really for everyone. So Dr. Bredesen recommends eliminating all grains. This includes wheat, and again, even those non-gluten versions, right? Corn, barley, oats. Yes, you have to give up your oatmeal, rice. So you can see quinoa, millet. So you can strategically add back in small amounts some of these as resistant starches, but only for those who can tolerate them. And again, this is personalized. And I'm telling you, giving up these things are not easy. And so you will know once you give them up for a few weeks, and then you get into ketosis, metabolically flexible, you might be able to add some back in. You feel it. You can feel the inflammation if they're not right for you. And then the conventional dairy, right? As with grains, dairy creates some level of inflammation for everyone. So this includes conventional milk, cream, yogurts, kefirs, cheese. There are approved alternatives. So things like unsweetened milk from almond, coconut, flax, hazelnut, hemp, macadamia, and USDA organic soy milk. That one's a little controversial. As for those who choose to use and can tolerate small amounts of dairy, the A2 versions can work much better for some. And again, this is really hard to get to this point to know. As an example, I was in denial with the A2 cream. It was so good in my coffee. And I kept thinking, oh, it's okay. But no, it caused inflammation. And I had to work through that. And so this isn't easy, even for a 2.0 Bredesen health coach. And, and sometimes, again, this is a lifelong thing. So depending on where you're at in the protocol too, right? Again, as we do the recode reports, for those people that their top driver is inflammation, this is really an area you want to watch. And if you're not familiar with the recode report, I think I went over one and made a video, but that's a whole other video that you can watch. So there you go, the no foods, right? You want to eliminate sugar. You want to eliminate processed foods. You want to, or the simple carbohydrates, you want to eliminate grains, and you want to eliminate conventional dairy. And this may take you a while to do. And some clients, they just go all gung-ho, they go in their pantry and they throw it out. It's like that person stopping smoking. You've got the person that rolls down the window and throws out those cigarettes and never touches them again. Or others, it just stop a few. You may want to just start with one, start with sugar. and then slowly eliminate another one. And again, if this is hard for you, get a coach to help you coach through this, but don't rush it. And this is a big step, and it may take you a while, but you're going to be feeling not just your cognition, but you will be feeling so much better in so many ways. So I will stop sharing this. And I hope that was helpful. So we had step one of just what is the KetoFlex 12-3 and what we're trying to achieve, getting into ketosis, metabolic flexibility, and then that 12-3, that 12-hour fast, stop eating 3 hours before you go to bed. And then the first step, the next step is you want to eliminate those no foods. So there you go. I hope you found that helpful. And again, if you need help, don't white knuckle it through this. Get help, right? You can contact me, sign up for a free consultation if you want to see what it's like to work with a health coach, or you could think about joining my group. But do something. Don't let another day go by. I have so many clients when they start working with me, they say, well, I've been doing this for a year. Kind of, sort of, not really. And they just let a whole year pass. And as we know, right, time is of the essence when it comes to Alzheimer's. So we don't want to waste any time. All right, guys, talk to you next time. Bye.